RoadflyTV.com, the internet's best resource for buyers, sellers, and owners like you.
Hi, I'm Rapoport with RoadflyTV.com. Thanks for watching this episode of RoadflyTV. Today I'm taking a quick look at the Outlander Sport. This is Mitsubishi's entry into the compact crossover SUV segment, and it aims at cars like the Honda CR-V, Toyota RAV4, Nissan Rogue, and Kia Sportage. It's been out for less than a year, so it's not brand spanking new, and despite the name similarity, it's quite different than the 7-passenger, more trucky Outlander that we all know. The Outlander Sport is shorter than its larger sibling by almost 15 inches despite sharing the same 105-inch wheelbase. That means seating for just 5 and a curb weight of under 3,100 pounds. This makes the Outlander Sport much more light on its feet and even playful on the back roads of Northern Virginia. Like the rest of the Outlander Sport, the engine is smaller as well. Rather than the standard Outlander's 3-liter V6, this car has a 2-liter 4. Making 148 horsepower at 6,000 RPM and 145 pound-feet of torque at 4,200 RPM. Given that it does weigh almost 3,100 pounds, this car ain't exactly fast. And if you want to keep moving at an efficient clip, you've got to manage your corner exits and your gear selections very well. Now, happily, in order to allow you to do that, Mitsubishi's thrown in the magnesium paddle shifters, which are mounted on the column instead of on the wheel. So as you're spinning the wheel, the paddle shifters stay put. And given that, it's actually kind of a joy to run through the simulated gear ratios. This car's claimed fuel economy numbers are nothing short of amazing. 25 miles per gallon in the city and 31 on the highway. That's just incredible. Mitsubishi does all it can to help you. This car's drag coefficient is 0.32, which is great even for a car, let alone a crossover SUV. This is also Mitsubishi's first car to use electronic power steering, which definitely helps on the fuel economy front. Now the only issue is, my combined fuel economy was more like 23 miles per gallon, which doesn't even match the EPA estimates for the city. I think the reason for that is, driving this car is a complicated technique of efficiency, and if you're not careful, sometimes in order to maintain enough forward momentum, you'll need to grab giant fistfuls of throttle, and that isn't really good for fuel economy, and I think that's what was going on. Now my only real complaint here, and this isn't even really a complaint, it's more of a wish that Mitsubishi had sent us a more well-optioned example. This Outlander Sport is 2-wheel drive as opposed to all-wheel drive, and Mitsubishi has one of the coolest all-wheel drive systems on the market. It also lacks the awesome panoramic sunroof that I think is a major selling point for this car. Inside, this is classic Mitsubishi. A cut below the class leaders in terms of materials quality, but very logically and intelligently laid out. If you've watched more than a couple of my videos, you know I'm really big on storage, and this car has it in spades. It's also got Mitsubishi's first ever telescoping steering column, hard as that may be to believe. It's also got Mitsubishi's first ever electronic steering system, which will make a believer out of any skeptic. I was convinced it was hydraulic until I looked it up. As a car enthusiast, I find it hard to dislike Mitsubishi products. This is, after all, the same company that gave us generations of Turbo Eclipses, Galant VR4s, 3000 GTs, and now the Evolution Super Sedan. Aside from the Evolution, all those cars are gone, but I think their DNA lives on in cars like this, which are more fun to drive and usually more tech-heavy than their competition. For example, if I were out there buying a compact SUV right now, I'd probably go for this over a Toyota RAV4 because it's just more up my alley. Problem is, for Mitsubishi, most car buyers aren't like me, and I think it's safe to say that Mitsubishi is on the rebound from some tough times, and that's great news for consumers. I think an as-tested price of $24,600 without all-wheel drive is just a tad on the steep side. Mitsubishi offers the same warranty protection that Hyundai does now, which is 10 years, 100,000 miles on the powertrain, 5 years, 60,000 miles on the entire car. I think all those things together, combined with the Mitsubishi brand identity, make a convincing argument for walking into your local dealer. I'm Rapoport. Thanks for watching this episode of RoadflyTV. If you want more pictures or a downloadable window sticker for this Outlander Sport, you can find it at RoadflyTV.com. Please comment on our videos, subscribe to our channel. You can even find me on Facebook. I'd love to hear from you.
Roadfly.com, the internet's best resource for buyers, sellers, and owners like you.